Yo, what up everyone? Amir here, owner Rapping and Snacking, getting into another Collector's Corner video. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok at Rapping and Snacking. Appreciate y'all as always. This video is going to have 2 trips from Amoeba in it. So Amoeba in Hollywood, my favorite record store of all time, music store of all time. And yeah, pretty much just 2 times that I went there. The first, or one of the times being on February 12th. And the other time being March 1st. So twice within kind of a 1-month span. I don't really do that as much as I used to. But some friends wanted to go that second time, so I was like, let's do it. So I went ahead and did that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We have for the first spot, or the first time for February 12th, 2025, I spent $264.22, so I'll go ahead and get into that first, and then I'll get into the next stuff after. So, first off, I'm going to go through the CDs, or actually, let's go through the tapes first. I got this Jungle Brothers Done by the Forces of Nature for $9.99 right there on cassette tape. Pick that one up. Jungle Brothers, shout out to them, shout out to Native Tongues. And then also right here, Naughty by Nature's Everything's Gonna Be Alright maxi tape right here for $4.99. Awesome song, awesome group. Actually, one of my favorite songs from their catalog. Love it. So those are the tapes that I got. Now moving on to the CDs, I got here, this song that I'd never seen before for $5.49. This is the Cactus CD. So as y'all know, Third Base is the Cactus album. This is like a sampler from it. So it's got 6 tracks on here. Obviously the Cactus album is much longer than that. Pause. But you have like different cover, and then it's just a sampler. So pretty cool. Always cool to see like the things that aren't necessarily the album, but that supplement the album, or that are, you know, just teasers, or maybe for in-store radio play or whatever, just those like offshoots of albums. It's always cool to see. So this is Third Base's the Cactus CD sampler. Now, sticking with another sampler, we have Crazy Bones Thug Mentality 1999 snippets, and this was for $8.49. This is one that I've never seen as well. I've never seen this in stores. So once again, just pretty cool stuff, man. And sometimes in things like this, you get like sometimes like those uncleared samples or snippets of stuff that didn't make albums. I don't think that's the case in this one. I haven't popped this one in yet, but just sometimes you do, so it's always cool to like do that extra knowledge. So this is 9 tracks on it, and $8.49. Crazy Bone. Shout out to Crazy Bone. Now next up we have Ill Al Scratch's Creep With Me for $9.99. Picked up that album right there. Boom, boom, boom. Cool stuff. We have the Dogg Pounds, That Was Then, This Is Now for $35. This is not like super common to find. I've seen this just a couple times in the wild before, but I picked this up for $35. Happy with that purchase. So yeah, picked that one up, and I actually haven't heard this one yet, so excited to go ahead and peek that out. Now, this is interesting. This is Helter Skelter's Magnum Force album for $13.49. The thing that's interesting about this is I actually have this already, but it's a single disc. I saw it right here, if you can see in the corner, it says 2 CD, and I was like, that's weird. I know they had a 2 CD version. So apparently they have the album on here, and in addition to the album, they have like, I don't know what they're calling it, but it's kind of like a coming soon, or just other stuff from Duck Down. So it's got tracks like by Black Moon and OGC. So it's got on here like Warzone, Empire Strikes Back, Sleepers, and Bucktown Remix. So pretty cool stuff, man. I like that. When you just get like these random pressings that have just other stuff on them too. It's got the album as well as like some extra stuff on it, so pretty cool stuff. 2 discs. That was for $13.49. Now moving on right here, we have A Tribe Called Quest Classics for $9.99 right here. So this is just titled Classics, but it's only got 5 songs on it. It's a promo only. I know that because it says promo only right here. And it's just only got Check the Rhyme, Bonita Applebum, Can I Kick It, Scenario, and I Left My Walden El Segundo. So very interesting, such a random release, but what can you do? I mean, very bizarre release. Now next up we have for $19.99, I got Volume 10's Hip Opera. I was shocked I didn't have this on CD, so I finally picked it up for $19.99. Those who know Volume 10 probably mainly know him for his song Pistol Grip Pump. So I'm excited to go ahead and check out the full album. Since I haven't heard the entire album yet, I've just heard some select cuts and kind of just been a little patient to listen to until I got the CD. So, anyways, excited to go ahead and peep that out for $19.99. And next up, we got Young Jeezy's The Inspiration for $9.99. And this one is, the reason why I got this pressing too is because it actually came with a bonus disc. So this is like a deluxe edition. Yeah, it's got the bonus CD on here with the extra tracks I Do This and Hood Rat. So, I don't remember if this is like the Best Buy edition or the Target edition. It's one of those like main chain store editions. But if y'all recall, like in the mid-2000s and stuff like that, you'd have a lot of artists either collabing with Best Buy or Target or whatever. I've even seen like Circuit City bonus tracks and stuff like that, where they'll have like a special edition album for, you know, extra bonus tracks or ringtones or whatever the hell. So this one is in that category for Young Jeezy. Now, more CDs that I picked up from Amoeba. We have a CD single. This is Crucial Conflict's Hey for $5.49. Amazing song. It also has the track Showdown on here. Hey, it's a classic. Amazing song. Crucial Conflict. It's probably their most known song, so great stuff right there. Then we got Lil Kim and everyone's favorite Puff Daddy for $1.99. This is No Time. It's like a pull-out tray right there. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah. Diddy, man. Geez, man. So $1.99 for that. Now, next up, we got Mr. X's One Time at My Door for $8.49. And then it's also, what's interesting about the CD single is that it also has snippets from the album. So it's got a few different snippets on here. But that's for $8.49. I'd never seen this one in the wild, so I went ahead and picked it up for $8.49 by Mr. X. Boom, boom, boom. Now, next up, we got the vinyl records. This is still part of that $264.22. I got here Slaughterhouse's album titled Slaughterhouse. This is still sealed. I got it for $19.99, and I just never owned it. And I remember it dropped for Record Store Day one time, and I just didn't pick it up. And I finally picked it up. I wish that group worked out, and it unfortunately didn't. But just from an individual level, you got four incredible MCs, and that's just kind of wild to me. One gripe I have with this is like, what were they thinking? They put the hype sticker. Whose face? They put over Crooked Eye's face, the hype sticker? Like, come on, the disrespect. That's kind of crazy. And I like to put my, open my stuff and keep it in the shrink, but this is like, I can't even see Crooked Eye's face. That's idiotic by whoever made that decision. Now, next up, we got Madvillain's demos right here for $29.98. So, pretty cool stuff. I also am going to want the digital for this because I don't have the digital for this as well. I don't think that they include that in here, but at least I got the record. So for $29.98, this was brand new. Then also for brand new, we got Freddie Gibbs and Madlib's Pinata, the 10-year anniversary edition. I mean, they've been freaking pumping stuff out for this album left and right. They have like the 64 edition, the 74 edition, the freaking 84 edition. Like, I can't remember all the different editions they've had, and now they have the 10-year anniversary with a different cover. So it's a great album. It really helped, bring Freddie Gibbs out more to the masses as well. But great album, man. Love this album. And yeah, that was for $29.99 brand new. Then keeping it like with the Madlib stuff, we got Quasimodo's Rap Cats for $4.99 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Then we got JD. So R.I.P. Dilla presents Frankendink. Me and My Man and Love, A Thing of the Past for $9.99 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Single. And then lastly, from this Amoeba haul, I got DJ JS1 and Dub L featuring OC. So I haven't heard this song. And this track is called Beyond. And then also with DJ JS1 and DJ Audi Rock. Not sure if I said that right. We have The Aftermath. And then also with Substantial, Tone Deaf, Pac FM, and Rise, we have Arrogant. So these are actually all songs that I don't believe I've heard yet, so excited to go ahead and peep them out. This is still sealed, and it's $2.99. So I just went ahead and picked it up. You never know the dope stuff you can find just by like buying it just off of like names. Like I picked this up primarily because of OC's name. I know DJJS1, but I picked it up mainly for OC, if I'm being quite honest with you. So those records, CDs, and tapes all amounted to, once again, $264.22. Now, on my next Amoeba haul, I spent $174.01 on March 1st. So it's crazy like how much stuff they just restock. I mean, that's like a 3-week span I missed, or 2.5-week span, because February is a shorter month, and I still spent like a lot more money. So pretty crazy. We'll start off with CDs again. We got Donald D's Let the Horns Blow for $8.49. I was surprised that I didn't have this one, so I went ahead and picked it up. $8.49 right there, Donald D. Another one I was actually surprised I didn't have is the Poor Righteous Teacher's Holy Intellect for $13.49. I did not have this, and I went ahead and purchased it finally. So Poor Righteous Teacher's debut album right here. Continuing with the CDs, these ones should be singles. I have Cameron's What Means the World to You for $1. So pick that one up right there for $1. Cameron's What Means the World to You. That's from his SDE album. Then this might be the most expensive thing I bought. It could be. I don't remember, but it's definitely one of the most, if not. This is Ice Cube's What Can I Do remixes. So this is how it was issued without the artwork on the front. It's got artwork on the back. And this was for $30. So it's not the easiest thing to find. I usually don't spend too much money on CD singles, at least like not this much. But Ice Cube is my favorite rapper of all time. This is something that I've been wanting for a bit. So finally went ahead and found it for $30 right there. We got Pharoah Monch CD single Got You for $2.99 right there. This is from the Training Day soundtrack. So once again, you'd be surprised how many songs with some of your favorite rappers are on soundtracks. So don't sleep on a good soundtrack. $2.99 right there, Pharoah Monch. Then we got another CD single. This is Roscoe, who's also known as Corrupt's brother. Get Ready, featuring Mr. Kane for $2.99 right there. And then the originator of gangster rap, we have Schoolie D's Where'd You Get That Funk From for $9.99. So this has the, remixes, the LP version, instrumental, and all that. So pretty cool. I hadn't seen this one before, so picked that one up for $9.99. And then moving on to the cassette tapes, I got 4. This is for $25. Also not the easiest to find. We got Farside's Chapter 1, Testing the Waters right here. Boom, boom, boom. So pick that one up. Don't see this one too often. So made sure to go ahead and cop that. And then this is one that I've never seen before. I was happy to find this. We got Twista, when he was known as Tongue Twista, Running Off at the Mouth, the advanced cassette for $25. So Amoeba's just so dope, man. You find things usually for a good price, for the most part, fair. Sometimes you really come up. Sometimes, they have things fairly priced or maybe overpriced in some instances. But then the thing is, like, the availability, just running into these things out in the wild, it's not that easy, man. Like, this is something that I would expect to find online. I'd have to pay shipping for. I'd have to, trust that the seller is honest. And, like, it's just all this stuff, and that isn't damage in the shipment. And, like, Amoeba, I'm just blessed to live near Amoeba. So $25 for this. And look at how young Twista looks right here. Another tape we have here is the 5 Foota's Worldwide Sampler for $9.99. Another one that I've never seen before. And look at that. Look at that advanced tape right there. So never seen that before. And then we got this one. I made a mistake and bought it at this price. I would have tried to find it for cheaper. Believe it or not, I actually must have read this as either $1.99 or $9.99. But this is Extra Prolifics Like It Should Be for $19.99 right here. Dope stuff, part of the Hyro camp. And actually, if I recall, it's not a bad price, but I would have found this for cheaper somewhere else somehow. I know I would have. So I would have just held on or held back. But I added it to my cart. It was already like past, I had already tracked and did all that stuff, and I was at the register. I'm like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's that. And then lastly, the 2 records that I got from this bundle is John Forte's 9 90. Okay, I messed that up. 99. Flash the message for 199. Wait, yeah, for 199. Too many 99s confusing me. Right here in open shrink and still has the hype sticker. So shout out to John Forte. And then lastly, I got this NVA, National Vinyl Association, straight from the crates, Volume 1. So they're clearly inspired by NWA, but this is one of those cool things that this is a compilation that I haven't heard in full yet. But just let me, you'd be surprised like the random things you find. This is why it's also really cool to go to record stores and just see what's out there. So check this out. This comp has Mos Def on it, and that song, some of you may have heard, called Working It Out. It's got Black Moon on here. It's got Saigon on here. It's got Raz Kaz on here. It's got Slum Village on here. The Far Side. So keep on going. It's got more and more people that you know or may like. So just pretty cool stuff, man. This comp, like I said, I haven't heard this one in full yet. So excited to go ahead and peep it out. But this was for $7.99. And just the stuff that you find, these little gems or cool things with some cuts on it that get released and there's no way you were known because you weren't around during that time, so you just hope that you stumble across them somehow, and going out to record shops is one way to find that. So that is National Vinyl Association right there. But that concludes my pickup from Amoeba on March 1st for $174.01. But anyways, let me know your favorite thing down below. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm on Instagram, Rapping and Snacking, and all that. So subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bless up.